Okay. Part two. Anyway, my bad. I had to get, ooh, it's a little bit better in here. I had to get that lighting together because this wall was like just not producing nothing. And it was getting on my nerves, but we got lights, folks, so we're here. Anyways, this is part two of my review for Married to Medicine, season 7, episode 8, child. So we left off on scene 3 with Contessa pretty much talking to her dad. Dr. Simone, this is scene 4. Dr. Simone catches up with Cecil and checks Miles about the little tomfoolery he been having going on lately. So Dr. Simone and Cecil, they meet up. Dr. Simone's just coming in from work. She's on the phone, whatever. She gets off the phone, gives a deep sigh, and embraces her husband. I felt like that whole moment was nice. It's nice to see you guys getting back on track. With that being said, they just catch up and, they talk about, Cecil's going to his trip. He went to go play golf with the homies. So he went on a golf trip. And, I can understand why that probably rubs Dr. Simone the wrong way. Because, remember that girl, the home girl who was like his best friend, who is no longer, she cut all the way off, ain't no ins, no outs, none of that happening no more. It kind of, of course it doesn't really tickle her fancy when she hears the word golf trip, because of that whole situation with the ex-homegirl, Boo. With that being said, we move on to Miles. Let's not fuck with each other. Let's find somebody else to mess with. So let's go on over up to Messy Miles' room. Justin had mentioned that was not his room. His room is rather nasty, and I guess you can see that in other episodes, but I don't know if they done made him clean up his room because they was gonna have some sort of, I don't know, some people don't have their room nasty all the time. Sometimes your room be nasty and sometimes it don't. They probably had them clean it up because, nigga, we about to get in your ass about some stuff. We're going to have to come up here. And when Andy sent the production team down to the house, they said, no, we're not taping in this mess. So you're going to have to get somebody to come and clean this shit up. Shit. And I believe that that's what they did. It don't matter to me. They could have gave away Miles' room. I mean, I gave it away, but they could have turned Miles' room into a study. Shit, we thought your ass was going off to college and was going to be out our damn hair, but here you are in our faces. So, speaking of which, Cecil's like, have you been looking at any other colleges? And he's like, yes, I want to go to Cal Berkeley. Simone and everybody else in the world is like, Cal Berkeley, nigga, you ain't getting into no damn Cal Berkeley the way you acting over here. You just got dropped from one of the most prominent schools. I can't even get into it. I'm not here to talk about Miles because some people didn't even go to college, okay? College may not be for everyone, but it's definitely going to be for Miles as long as his parents is footing the bill. If Miles want to take his ass out there somewhere and be grown and pay rent somewhere, I'm pretty sure his mother won't have no issues with that either. But it's let's figure it out, okay? So her thing is you gonna have to get your shit together. You don't clean up behind yourself. You don't wake up on time for school. We had to wait. I gotta wake your ass. I just had to wake your ass up the other day. No, we not doing it. So, I guess that's her thing. Is just tighten up, Miles. You just need to show somebody that all this money we paying for college, because college is not free, and we're not just about to be sending you any and all everywhere just for you to be acting a damn fool. So tighten that shit up, Miles. That's all we saying. Anyway, and that's that with that issue. I don't even really think it's really too much that we can even give that. Just tighten up, Miles. Scene 5, Dr. Heavenly, she about to hook up Contessa dad teeth. She hooked up Contessa dad teeth, and his teeth look great. Contessa uses that time to reflect on her relationship or lack thereof with her father. She's like, you know, my dad hasn't been here for, you know, he's been in and out of my life. For the most part, our relationship, you know, has been estranged, you know, so now I'm doing everything that I can to have a relationship with you. And if, you know, fixing your teeth will fix a piece of us, then I'm okay with that. So I guess we're replacing bad memories with good memories, or memories that wasn't there. So we weren't really replacing nothing. We put memories in the empty spaces of the memories that were never there. Okay. So that's what we doing. And for me, I mean, my opinion on Contessa doing that, she really seems like she really, really loves her dad, and she really wants his love and validation and things like this. She wants a relationship with her father while he's still on this earth breathing. Like, I'm pretty sure she wished a lot of times that her dad was showing up to shit that he wasn't showing up to. Daddy-daughter things and stuff like that, you know? It sucks. So I guess I get where Contessa is coming from, but I just feel like this story with her dad and his substance abuse and stuff I feel like it's been visited before. So I feel like we revisiting it. And originally my thought was like, Contessa, why every time you go through something, do we have to hear it? That we gotta hear that horse get beat in the street, knowing the horse is dead in the mug, like deader than a doornail, but we gotta hear about it. You did the same thing with Toya with the boob, when she pushed you in the boob. You did the same thing with Scott with the school stuff, and you doing the same thing with your dad now. And it's like, ugh. Okay, girl, I understand that, you know, your storyline ain't hitting all like that, so you just gotta throw everything. You just gotta keep reminding us, because, you know, I don't know, Contessa. I don't want to say too much, Contessa. I think my thing with you is like, I don't know, Contessa. It's too much. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's too much of nothing or too much of not enough of something. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, y'all. Y'all know I ain't been feeling good. But anyway, so that's, yeah. So she get the baby teeth fixed, and that's cute, and it's whatever it is on that one. Don't really care. Let's move on, girl. Because he had a grill, and it was like 5 carats or something like that, and this kind of gold and all this stuff. And Dr. Heavenly handed it to Contessa. And Contessa said, "Thank you, Daddy, just for all the Christmases and birthdays and holidays your ass missed." And I was like, oop, and I oop. But anyway, moving a little on, girl. Let's move on, because ain't nothing really much there. Scene 6 is Quad's party preparations. Okay, so Quad is turning 38. And she says, girl, 38 without a wrinkle, honey. She's just making sure everything's locked down. Making sure everything's cute. Taste testing and, you know, making her rounds. And it ain't really too much to talk about there. We just had to see it happen. So whatever, let's move on. Scene 7, Toya's closet. Toya has a 2-story closet, and it's no boys allowed. The closet is so beautiful. It looked like a department store, like where her shoes are cased, just sitting there on that big ass display. I was like, oh, Toya, you poppin', baby. Their house is really, 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 really nice. And I think Toya has the nicest house, like, out of all of the ladies. I think she has the nicest house. Her house is very modern. And it's beautiful. Like, her closet, she have a 2-story closet, for crying out loud. Like, girl, look like Macy's in that mug. So anyways, with that being said, Toya and Jean are getting ready, okay? Dr. Eugene is kind of clowning on Toya because Toya is not quite wearing white. She's wearing cream and being disobedient on purpose because she really don't want to be at this motherfucking party. No way. Because she feel like she's stabbing Mariah in the back being at this party. You know, she feel like she just said some just awful shit about her. And now I'm just supposed to roll up in here like everything is all good. Like, at the end of the day, I think that Toya is just going through her friendship Rolodex, and she's just, you know, starting to kind of wake up a little bit as to, you know, what side she wants to be on. And she doesn't feel comfortable doing things that support people who have done nothing but try to tear her friend down. But at the end of the day, Eugene is the voice of reason, and he says, if you want everybody to just be friends, then you go, you play your position, you take your ass to that party, you have a good time, and keep it at that. And I respect it. And so do Toya, because we going to the party. So, with that being said, yeah, they're going to get ready for the party, and we leave it at that. We're going over to scene 8, because it's Ramadan at the Married to Medicine. It is Ramadan in the Married to Medicine universe, and Mariah, her husband, family, and friends are going to celebrate Ramadan together. Ramadan, for those of you who don't know and did not watch that part, is a holiday that is celebrated for 30 days. From sunup to sundown, you don't eat. But after and before that, you may eat. Once the sun sets, you can eat. When the sun rises, you eat again. In the middle of the day, you don't eat anything. You don't eat anything. Excuse me. Because you're sacrificing yourself for God. You also don't talk bad about people. And you don't do, you don't commit crimes and do stuff like that. It's Ramadan. And it's just like a moment to just sacrifice for the Lord and remember who he is and remember your purpose on earth. Yeah, and it's just like a reset. It's a reset. It's a real reset. Because spiritually, you hungry, physically and all of that. But spiritually, you can be broken by Ramadan. You have to spend some very intimate time with God during Ramadan if you really want to be successful in it, because there's going to be times where you got to pray yourself out of it, child. I'm just telling you. When you got to watch your mouth and you just learn how to just be peaceful and just shut your ass up. So anyways, y'all, so that's what Ramadan is. And Mariah has been celebrating it with her husband for over 10 years, for over a decade, okay? So basically what happens is they're sitting there chilling, and then they dismiss the kids because they're about to have their friends come in. Now, the place that they're at is very nice. You can tell it's very traditional to the Ramadan holiday, and very cohesive, very nice place. And Mariah knew the owner, so they had the place to themselves, and that made it a little more nice and intimate, whatever the case. And they sit down with their friends and their family, and they, just kind of catching up. Hey, how you doing? Whatever the case, what's up, blah, blah. Somebody mentions Quad, and it was the friend. She mentions Quad. Isn't Quad having a book signing tonight? And Mariah says, yes, honey, I wouldn't go even if, and she stopped herself because it's Ramadan and she can't say too much. But Mariah wasn't going to go anyway. They couldn't beg her to go. It was no way that she was going to go. Hold on, y'all. So here come my sister rolling up to get on my nerves, but whatever. She not about to stop this review. That's what I do now. So moving it along, honey. Yeah, so they start talking. So because they mentioned the party, Quad's name is brought up. The sister, Mariah's sister, is like, girl, I don't know why y'all, she said, I don't know why y'all, be trying to be friends with that old Quad. She's always been a you-know-what. And, somebody was like, she always been a what? A woohoo, what? A hoe? She said she's always been a hoe. And, the mother, she got some choice words for Quad too, but she gonna respect the holiday and she not gonna say too much about it, which is the right thing to do. I mean, you have the whole rest of the year to talk bad about this girl. So for the month, you will just be in your peace, and you will just be at peace, and you will just peace out the situation. And I love that. I love that. This is making Mariah look great. It really is. And a real, I'm not even being sarcastic. She looks, it makes her look great. Anyways, so we done with that. Yes, Quad did, we did call Quad a hoe. But at the end of the day, they say that that's what it is. And at the end of the day, Quad, I feel like it's about time that Mariah serves you your just due. Because she allowed that situation where you called her a drug addict or a cokehead or whatever the case, said you saw her snorting coke. Because you did that, okay, I think it's time for you to get it back around on you, because Toya even gave you an opportunity to change your tune and you didn't. And no one has said anything about the fact that you slept with Mariah's sister's husband yet. Haven't brought it up yet. But I think it might be in the cards for Toya and them a little later. Scene 9 is Quad's party, but my sister is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what the hell she want, and then we're gonna go over scene 9, because y'all know I got a lot to say about that, and that would also be concluding our part 3. But this is part 2, and I'll be right back in a minute.